Hello my beautiful babies, welcome back again to my channel. And if this is your first time here, oh hello, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Joe Gomez and I am mostly a self-taught makeup artist. In this channel, we love everything that has to do with beauty, everything that has to do with makeup, skincare, reviews, tags, challenges, everything that revolves and involves beauty, skincare, makeup, a little bit of a hair situation, honey, and occasionally I'm gonna be sprinkling in a little bit of fashion. So if you like that type of content, please consider subscribing and activate the notifications bell so every single time that I upload a new YouTube video, Mr. YouTube in charge will let you know that I've done so, my beautiful babes. And I promise you that in this channel, you're gonna find new content every single week like clockwork, honey. Also, you can follow me on other social media platforms where you can find me as Joe Gomez Beauty on Instagram and TikTok, and then as Joe Gomez Beauty 1, the one and only baby on Twitter. So let's get going with today's video, my beautiful babes, because today we spin the roulette and we have a review. We have a makeup review by a brand that I actually like a lot. I have some of their products. I think they're top notch, they're bomb. Most of the times their quality is super good. You see me every single time raving about their brushes because they're affordable, good quality, and most of my looks have been created with those brushes, both complexion and eyes and everything. I am talking of course about Morphe. Recently they released a collaboration, a highly requested and anticipated collaboration with the influencer Avani. Today we're gonna be reviewing the palette, so I have it here. We have Avani x Morphe for the Bebs. This is the name of the palette. She's such a gorgeous girl. She creates lots of different kind of content. I believe she's into mostly TikTok and fashion, and I don't know if she's a singer or not. My beautiful babies, I have to confess today I didn't do so much of a homework because I just got this gem and I just wanted to see it and play with it and see what was the tea. I started to follow her for my review and to catch anything, and if anything, she has this very unique style when it comes to clothing, and she likes makeup. I don't know any other ventures she's typed in. She's gorgeous. The girl is just gorgeous. This palette is just a dream. It's super colorful as you can see on this first look. But my beautiful babes, this won't be the only one you'll be seeing in today's video. I'm actually gonna be serving you two looks, my beautiful babe. You know me, go big or go home.
And I always go big, honey.
No pun intended, but I always go big. I hope you like it. I hope you stay. I hope you get cozy, comfortable, grab a snack. It's gonna be a mini video. You know that I love those. And just come with me, jump into the adventure of this wonderful review. Let's have so much fun, and I'm gonna teach you how did I create this gorgeous makeup using the Avani x Morphe for the babes. So without any further ado, let's just jump right into the video, my beautiful babes. So now let's proceed with application. I'm so excited about filming this video and just get started. I'm getting myself a little bit more comfortable on my chair. By the way, random stuff, my beautiful babes, this is probably like the most uncomfortable chair
Ever?
It was a bad purchase decision. You gotta do what you gotta do. This is such a beautiful packaging. I love the heart, the logo, the theme, the art, everything about the box is super iconic. On the backs of the box, you have the photo of the gorgeous Avani, and then it says, for the Bebs. I try to match y'all's immaculate energy with this makeup. My love for makeup is off the charts. Same goes for my love for y'all babes. P.S. Whoever is reading this, I cannot wait to see what looks you create. Avani Greg. And then you have some information about the ingredients, and it says of course that some of these eyeshadows are pressed pigments, so you just have to be careful of pressed pigments in case you're very sensitive. Your skin is super sensitive. The skin surrounding your eyes is super sensitive. You do have to, well, my best advice would be not to apply this kind of pigments, but if you're super interested about trying them, maybe you can do a little bit of application, like a patch test, and then to see how it goes. And then if you feel like a lot of discomfort, you can always stop because this makeup might not be suitable for for you, honey. Once you get it out of the box, my beautiful babes, this is what you're gonna get. This is the palette itself in all of its glory. So beautiful. It has this faded ombre effects from purple to pink to green to white. It's very, very interesting. I just love the packaging so much. I love the palette itself, like the format, the shape of the palette. I feel it's bulky, but it's just not super bulky. I mean, it's almost the size of my head. You see me? Now you don't. When you open it, I love that it has a magnet here, so when you close it, it closes very tightly. It comes with a very nice protector, plastic protector covering the eyeshadows. This is good quality. I like this one. It comes with a very, very nice mirror, which we love. Over here, this is the mirror that it comes in. As you can see, it's almost as big as my head as well. Very comfortable to do your makeup, so you can just grab your shadows like this, then just start with application. That's always gonna be something that I'm gonna be in favor of. And then you have all of the wonderful setup. It looks like this. You're gonna find all of the shades over here, so you have 5, 10, 15, 20 eyeshadows and pressed pigments, and you're gonna have 2, 4, 5, 10 cake liners. These liners, all you have to do is just wet it. We're gonna be applying a little bit of water on the actual pen, and then you go with any eyeliner brush. This one by Sephora collection, you just go like this and then you can apply. We will test it out. We will see how good is it or not. But so far, I just love the color scheme, the color story, super colorful. Only a few things that I'm saving for my final impressions, my beautiful babes, but overall I like it. I think it's different. It's offering a lot of different colors, some colors or shades that to me were a little bit unexpected, especially when it comes to this shade over here. I can see the name properly right now, and also this one. These two shades stand out a ton to me. They're very different. Also this one, this is like a cobalt gray, very interesting as well. And then you have a lot of elements to play with the palette. You have a matte white shade, and you also have, you don't have a black shade, but you have this one that's very rich and pigmented and deep, and it's gonna help you to create a lot of intensity. And also you have all of these liners, which I'm curious to see if you can also apply as if they were pressed pigments or eyeshadows. I'm not sure. We will see how things go. For today's, remember this is the first episode. I'm gonna be creating 2 different looks entirely for you, my beautiful babes, to see, to watch, and just to have a lot of fun and to give it a fair shot, and also to give you my final impressions based on the performance of all of these different eyeshadows and pressed pigments. Today I want to start by doing something with the warm tones over here. I'm gonna be grabbing this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, probably the yellow, and of course this beautiful coppery, I don't know if it's a pressed glitter or it's just a very foiled metallic shadow, but it looks just so beautiful. And then for the other look, we're gonna go purple and pink, my beautiful babies. You know that this is my favorite color, so I want to play with those shadows as well. And I'm gonna be incorporating a few of the liner shades over here as well. So we're gonna move on to the swatches very, very quickly. I'm gonna start here, 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 here. Okay, and then for the liners, I'm just gonna do it here. That sounds good. So let's move on. We have 20 eyeshadows and pressed pigments to apply. Just how good of a swatch these are gonna give us. So let's start by applying the first one. This is a matte white shade. Let's see how pigmented it is. Let's go 2 times on each one. It feels creamy, buttery. I like it to the touch. The next one, it has a very nice imprint on it, like cartoon eyes. Of course, Avani's fans are gonna relate to the names and to the content and the theme of the palette way better than me. If you know who she is, better than myself, you can of course give me information about her. Clown, a terracotta, very interesting deep orange shade. This is one swatch. Oh my god, babies, this is intense. The third one, this is a very vibrant orange. You mad? Are you mad at me, baby? And this is, let's go a second time. This is a pressed pigment, most likely. It's very intense, feels a little bit more dry and powdery. Next one, and this is Beep Boop. Pressed pigment for sure. I am most likely that this is a pressed pigment. Interesting and vibrant yellow. I like yellows a ton, my beautiful babes, on palettes because you don't see them a ton because yellows are such hard and difficult shadows to formulate, and this is gonna be LMAO. And this is a beautiful, 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 beautiful metallic. I'm so curious about this shadow. It's just foiled, beautiful lilac. Looks a little bit holographic, and I would almost dare to wear this one as a highlighter, my beautiful babes, because it is that intense and that beautiful. I really like the way it swatches. Super beautiful and gorgeous. You can see that. The second row, my fave pink. It's a very vibrant pink, but it's not neon pink. It's a pink. You can see it there. And then we have Lil Papi Boney. I believe that's an acronym, or the way she calls someone. I personally don't know. We're gonna move on to 2016. This is a very, very interesting shade. It's almost like a watermelon color. Interesting. This is the way it swatches, and this is a second time baby. You don't even really have to press them in that hard. I'm pressing them in just so that I can get full pigmentation, but they feel really good, and they even stain your fingertips, which indicates it's probably a pressed pigment, or also indicates that it's very rich, is very pigmented, is very opaque. We're gonna move on to a more demurred version of an orange, and this is I Cry. Orange soda. It reminds me a lot of Fanta, the soda. As you can see, most of these eyeshadows, they're super warm, all of this. Then we have this very, very cool brown. It's like very neutral. I wouldn't say it's super warm, and I wouldn't say it's super cool either. It's just like a neutral tone. My bad, my beautiful babies. This orange over here is Anulele. Anulele, interesting name. Then we have Chunkin's Coffee. This one also has an imprint, which I live for. It's like I always tell you, it's just the little details that make everything a little bit more interesting and fun. You see the dedication this person really put into their collab, my beautiful babe. So if one day I get lucky enough to do a collab with a brand or my own brand, or you know, a girl can only dream, I always tell you that, my palette or palettes or my products would be full packed with Easter eggs, those little very interesting details. I would love that. We're gonna move on to this first press glitter. Diet. This is anything but a diet. I mean, what? Shut the front door. Gorgeous. It has a very interesting base on it, and I believe this is the type of glitter you can apply with your fingertips, and you're still gonna have a very, very nice and cool payoff. You don't have a lot on your fingertips, which means that it has a very nice rich base that adheres super nicely to your eyelids. Now we're gonna move on to the third row. The first one is my fave. This purple over here, but it's not super intense, but it's definitely a purple. You can see it here. I'm gonna put it below. Only one swipe. Let's go back again to get full color and pigmentation. Oh my beautiful babies, there you see her in all of her glory. She's gorgeous. I mean, purples are so hard to formulate as well. Feels creamy to the touch, just feels really, really good. Next one is Bro.
What's up, bro?
Cool tone lilac, almost like a periwinkle color, like blue meets purple meets lilac. Such an interesting shade. I'm gonna love to blend this one with this one to achieve a faded effect. It's gonna look gorgeous. My swatches are always a little bit rough, my beautiful babies, because I just use my monitor to guide me. Please bear with me. Now we have, no, sorry, that wasn't Maddie Don't Like. Maddie Don't Like, I don't know if she doesn't like that color. Why would she put it in if she wouldn't like it, you know? This one is I Cry, sort of like a navy blue. Very intense, very beautiful. I like this one a ton. It brings a lot of depth to the equation to achieve beautiful smoky eyes with the purple and the lilac to intensify any look. This shade is gorgeous, feels super, super creamy and pigmented. Next one is Anthony Hot Baby Blue. Ooh, pigmentation, hello. Babies, this formula or these eyeshadows, Morphe didn't come to play with this one, and also Avani. Like, girl, we have to give credit where credit is due, my beautiful babes, and just take a look at this one. Super intense and beautiful. So far so good. I'm very nicely surprised, and I'm really interested about the following shadow, and this is Fishy. I love the name because I can see it how it relates to not only the shade but the theme as well. This is a pastel. It's not a blue, it's not a white, it's just something like in between, you know. I can see almost like a lilac undertone here. It swatches a little bit weaker, feels a little bit dusty. This is the type of shadow you want to pack in, you want to pack it, and then you can go back and blend the edges. And we're gonna move on to the last row, my beautiful babes, and we're gonna start with the deepest one in the palette. This is the shade Hidden.
Where are you hiding from, my beautiful Avani?
Let us know, that would be interesting. Let us know the tea. This is like a cobalt gray, almost like a charcoal gray or charcoal black. Looks very intense and black, but at the same time, I believe you can see how it's not entirely a black shadow. Let's just pray for me to have any more room to play. We're gonna go a second time. Oh my god, super pigmented. The next one is another shade that I'm super interested about, my beautiful babes. Bro, this is a gray one with a smiley face on the imprint. I'm living. Oh, that was a little bit torn. Sorry, I'm running out of space. So, oh, is this one over here. It translates like a pure, real gray, and I'm loving that because gray shadows, I heard and I've read, that are super hard to formulate as well. This one does not. We're gonna move on to the second pressed glitter, and this is Star Emoji. But babes, I want you to see the reflection of this shadow. I cannot wait to do a look with these eyeshadows over here. This one feels even more sort of like creamy, very interesting texture. Feels really wet, almost like oiling to the pan in comparison to the gold one, to the bronzy one. This one over here, this one does not come with a base. This is like pure glitter. The base is like see-through, like a gel. Love the fact that when you apply it with your finger, you don't get a ton of glitter on your fingertips. That's always gonna be good. Then the other one is like a very interesting sort of like musk green, forest green. Ooh, baby, this is gorgeous. Smoky eye with this one. Ooh, I'm living. This is gorge. I'm gonna swatch the last one over here, my beautiful babes, because as you can see, I got all the way through my elbow, so I don't have any more room to play. This is gonna be Seaweed, very interesting shade and name. Creamy to the touch, super pigmented. On the pen, it looked a little bit less vibrant. The actual finger looks super vibrant, almost like a yellow. It definitely gives me wasabi vibes. Cool. I would have named it Wasabi, but if this is not my palette, it's Avani, so you really killed it with the names. I believe that this one must be a pressed pigment, and yeah, my beautiful babes, these are the swatches. I'm gonna be doing the swatches on the back of my hand with a liner brush, but I'm gonna do that off camera, and I'm just gonna show you, otherwise we're gonna be here forever because
we have 10 eyeliners.
But the swatches are here of this cake eyeliners, and you guys, I am shocked. Boots the house down. This is just like stunning and gorgeous. Are you ready for the review? Yes, I am. Let's go. Take a look at this gorgeousness over here. 10 shades. You have really intense shades. You have also neutrals. You have like pastel, this white one, and the name. This is Jack and Benny. They're not in the same order as they are fit into the palette, my beautiful babes, because I was just like grabbing, swatching. Wanted to have thicker layers of the liner so you can appreciate the colors a little bit better. So there we go. The black one is Pre. This navy blue one that I'm just like shook. This is El Duck. This pastel pink. This is Shanty G. Then we have Da Beb. She calls her beautiful babies Bebs. The green one, and this is Letster over here. We have You. This is You, a super hot orange. The purple, and that is Gretel's. The pink, which is like a fuchsia color. This is Sonia. Beautiful color. And last but not least, we have the red one. This is Gymnast Mems. 10 shades of cake liners for you to play. I'm gonna be incorporating some of them into beautiful looks that I want to create today and in the upcoming days. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to accomplish using all of them. Every single time that I'm reviewing a palette, I commit and just try as many shadows and pigments as possible. So let me go clean all of this pigmentation on my arms and back of my hands, and I'll come back for the application. And in the meantime, grab a snack, a healthy one, a sinful one, whatever you want to do you, my beautiful baby, to indulge yourself and just dive into the pleasure of watching me playing with this beautiful palette. As you can see, my beautiful babes, my brows are done. It's a good brow day. I'm loving living. I use the KBD Vegan Beauty Brow Pomade, the 24 Super Brow in medium brown. And I want to do something with the warm tones. Like I said, a very nice faded look. I'm gonna go with this shade that is Anulele. Interesting. I'm gonna be using a JH50 to apply the shade I Cry. This is sort of like a cantaloupe shade, a pastel orange, very interesting shade. I'm gonna be using the mirror that the palette comes with. I want to apply a little bit of powder on my lids to seal them, my beautiful babes. I just want to seal it a little bit with powder so things won't slip or move too much. And I'm using this Jaclyn Hill bullet brush and a little bit of my trusty Cutting Airspun. Last week, my beautiful babes, I dropped my mirror. You saw that on the bloopers. It has a horrible dent over here.
I'm just so sad and devastated.
But life happens, you know, disasters, accidents happen, so
you never know when.
Let me go with this shade, then I Cry, and I'm gonna be applying it here. First, I'm gonna be depositing the shade, and then I'm gonna be sort of like blending it a little bit. It's pigmented. I like it. Following the pattern of where I am going to be cutting the crease. It reminds me a ton of Fanta, the soda. Very nice. I love the way it looks. Now that I have it just placed, I'm gonna be blending it a little bit, especially on the edges. Remember, I want to achieve this very nice faded look. You have to do whatever works for you when it comes to eyeshadows, and I don't have such a huge large space on my eyelids to play and deposit and do just very like extremely crazy stuff, so I have to be a little bit more mindful. So right now I'm gonna be going with this Sephora collection brush to apply the next shade, grabbing the shade You Mad, and this is the hot orange, super intense, and I'm gonna be placing it next to this shadow over here to start achieving that very nice gradient. This one is definitely more intense in pigmentation, and I love the way it's looking. I'm not gonna care too much about the edges right now. Just gonna be going over with a blending brush. You can use this one. That's why I like this brushes a ton, because you can deposit pigment, but also you can blend them. Then with a clean brush, go over the edges to have it diffused a little bit more. Yeah. Now we're gonna go with Clown. This is a very intense terracotta shade. Applying it with a packer brush from Oriflame Sweden, and then I'm gonna be blending the edges. This one will do the trick. It's almost like a red, and I'm gonna be placing this one here because, like I said, I'm gonna be cutting my crease. I just want to have like this very nice pigmentation. I want to achieve a more rounder shape. It's translating a little bit more reddish. I don't want to be pulling out too much. Then I'm gonna go back to my blending brush very gently. I'm gonna go back to the edges. This is interesting shade, because I thought it was like a terracotta shade, and it was just not. Either way, I like it. It matches super nicely everything we have next to it.
Oh, yeah, I like this.
Let me go back again with another clean brush, just sort of to go above everything. I love this one by Jaclyn Hill, the JH number 40. Now I'm gonna be cutting my crease. You know that I love to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow base to cut my crease because it's super pigmented. I'm gonna be cutting the entire thing, just like one dot, and my trusty Oriflame brush, but I want a very round shape. Okay, let's see what happens. Now I am going to fill in this crease. Okay, there we go with the shape. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky to work on my eye shape. It's not round, it's more like, it's just a weird shape. I always tell you that. Let this dry for a quick minute so that I can apply the glitter. I want to see how much coverage is the glitter going to give us, my beautiful babes, to make the executive decision if I want to apply a base underneath or if I can just go directly with it. You know what I'm saying? To see if I can just pack it. We need some sort of a base. Let me just think for 1 minute. So time for me to make executive decisions. Like I said before, I was really thinking about the way to apply the glitter, the very nice metallic bronzy coppery glitter that Avani Greg X Morphe comes with. This one over here. But it's a little bit see-through, so I didn't want the base of my cut crease to show. So I decided to add a little bit of a metallic underneath. I wanted to stay in theme just to follow the brand, and I decided to go with my beloved Jaclyn Hill X Morphe Volume 2 using this shade Get Ready With Me. So appropriate, right? This one over there. Applying it underneath, and then I'm gonna be applying the glitter on top. This one is very similar. I was sort of like trying and testing. This one has the base Get Ready With Me, and on top of that one I added the glitter. The glitter is very finely milled. You don't see it popping that much, but when you pair it with something like this, it looks just gorgeous. To go with my Jaclyn Hill X Morphe number 48. I love this one to apply my metallics and my shimmers. I don't even need to spritz my brush, my beautiful babes, which I'm kind of shocked by. I'm only gonna be packing this one and leaving a little part over here to add more depth and dimension with the brown shade, Dunkin' Donuts one or something like that. This is the space that I'm gonna be leaving free for that shade. With another packer brush, this Jaclyn Hill X Morphe DJH51, I'm gonna be grabbing this shade Chunkin' Scuffy. This very nice brown over here, that one is really going to give me what I want, depth and intensity on the outer V. Is doing exactly what I had in mind. I'm just going around the edges. I want to show you to have something matte, so when I add my wing, the eye is gonna look super deep. I am very nicely surprised by the fact, my beautiful babes, that I'm not having a ton of fallout. Always gonna be sort of like a plus for me, going between these two just the slightest bit to mix them together. Time to move on to the glitter application. My trusty glitter glue by Anastasia Beverly Hills. You know that that one is also my favorite. This one over here, the glitter glue by Anastasia. What I always do with this glitter glue, I grab the same brush that I applied the metallic with, and I'm gonna be coating it with a little bit of the glitter glue. Applying this glue on top of the metallic, and I'm gonna be going in sections. Then with the other side of the brush, I'm gonna start grabbing the glitter and just packing it. That way it's really going to adhere, won't move. You know me, you know that in this channel we love to play with glitter. I'm always going to be incorporating glitter whenever I can into my looks. Occasionally I'm gonna be having something super matte.
Occasionally.
I just want to coat every corner. What I'm gonna do here, my beautiful babes, is something unexpected, and I'm gonna be grabbing one of the cake liners, the green one, grabbing either one of these two brushes, Oriflame or Sephora Collection. I'm gonna be applying this Let's Stir cake eyeliner. I'm gonna create this line, dividing the cut crease to add a little bit of extra oomph, activating the liner by adding a few drops of water. This is by no means niacinamide, it's just water. I cleaned the dropper, and I'm just gonna be applying 2 drops of water. When I was doing the swatches, that was more than enough, just like I want you to be able to see it. 1, 2, it absorbs the liner so quickly, and it creates this very nice interesting paste. I don't want to be crazy with this one, and I'm gonna start lining Oh, looks very sheer. I don't know if I'm loving that. You have to work super fast, otherwise it dries. That was a little bit better. Am I crazy about this?
No.
It separates your eyeshadows. Honestly, not loving this, but I'm gonna try to fix it, make it work. I could go over with a liquid liner. But honestly, I'm just not loving this. I'm not loving this liner by any means. We have to keep going. I'm not gonna start all over back again.
For a bad liner.
I'm torn. I'm gonna work on the other eye. This is the first complete look with the Avani X Morphe for the Bebs. So many emotions, so many things that I want to say right away, my beautiful babes. But first of all, let me just tell you what did I do off camera so we can continue with the video, my beautiful babes. I'm gonna get you guys a little bit closer. So pretty much everything that I do was just to apply the same liner on the other eye, but I decided to go for just a liquid. This brand, so good, as you can see, looks really vibrant and super good, and I just went one more time all over that liner. I didn't like it at all. You saw my face. I was just like very insecure about the liner. It was honestly killing the look. It was just not what I wanted, my beautiful babes. Very quick, I'm gonna give you the run through of pretty much everything that I did. Underneath my brow bone, I applied Inaudible Noise, this white eyeshadow, a little bit there to brighten things up and just uplift the overall look. Then I went on my lower lash line with the same shadows that I used. I started with a nice terracotta one, this shade Clown. Over here I continued with You Mad, and then I moved on with the lightest orange. This is I Cry. As a pop of color, I decided to apply a little bit of Beep Boop, this matte yellow, but I thought it was gonna be a little bit more vibrant. I think it looks a little bit like orange, to be honest. It gave me something, it added something to the look, but I'm just not leaving, gagging, dying over it. Then you know the drill. Took out some mascara on my lower lash line. This very nice pair of lashes that I had never used on my channel. These are very dramatic. These are AD as well, my beautiful babes. These are not as overpowering as other lashes that I've worn in the past. I like them so much. You know that I'm all about my very big, wispy, long, thick lashes. Then I went for a liner, this Tintaline by Bebs Cosmetics, Mexican brand. So affordable, so incredible on my lower lash line. I finished, of course, complexion, you know the drill, and I'm leaving for this Anastasia gloss in the shade That's All That's on my lips, my beautiful babes, and this is Sunset Strip. And I'm just feeling the fantasy of this very tropical top, this very tropical tee with my beautiful bee necklace. Hi, like
Blessing you.
That's pretty much everything that I did with this look, my beautiful babes. I'm super happy with the overall result. I'm not giving you all of the tea on the palette. The liner just didn't work for me. I don't think it was the brush because it was a precise brush. It was a liner brush. I didn't use too much water. I created the very nice thick consistency like a paste. It separated the eyeshadows, and then my sister, who happens to be here in my house today, she told me that it looks better on that eye, of course, because it separated the shadow, so it looks almost like a double liner, but I intensified using this top or tube. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Tube. I think it's a brand. Looks way much better now. I like it way much more. Overall, the liner, that shade in particular, was just not for me. I'm gonna keep exploring and testing and trying the other shades in case I like it better and I feel more confident. Maybe you do need to use this ones with your bare face, like on an empty lid with no no product. I don't know, there must be a tricky way to work with this. So far, I gotta tell you, not a fan of those liners. But my beautiful babes, this is not gonna be the end. Right now, we're about to prep the skin, wipe this away. I know it's gonna be such a painful time for me to wipe all of this makeup off and just start over to create the second beautiful look you're gonna be seeing on this video. Remember, we're gonna have volume 2 very soon, my beautiful baby. So let me go very quickly, remove this situation that's going on here, and I'm gonna come back for the second look. It's time to go for look number 2. Right now, my beautiful babes, time to go for look number 2. I want to play with another color story of this palette, this gorgeous palette over here, creating something with this shadow that's very special. It's very sparkly. It's almost like it's very nice holographic shimmer. We're gonna be playing with this lilac. Also, we're gonna be playing with the purple, the pink. Maybe I'm gonna apply another liner just because I really want to test them out. The first color that I want to go with is this purple. This look, my beautiful babes, it won't be like the other super structured cut creases and very precise. This one will be a little bit more on the go, to a little bit faster, and I want to start with this color over here, and I'm gonna be applying that one on the outer part of my lid. I'm gonna be making sure to really take off the extra pigment on my brushes, really tap off the excess so that I don't have a crazy amount of fallout. Stamp this color in and blend it. I want to create a round shape. It's building super nicely. Wow, this color is gorgeous. I don't know if it's reading on camera as beautiful as it is looking in real life. I'm gonna be dragging whatever is left on my brush in windshield wiper motions all over my crease to really lift up the color and build the intensity a little bit more. I want to highlight my brow bone with the white matte shade, and I'm gonna be using this Jaclyn Hill 41 Inaudible Noise. I love to use this brush because the shape really allows me to just hit super close to my brow bone and just apply the pigmentation and the color there. So when I get closer to my crease, fading this color. Remember, where you want to deposit the color, you're gonna go a little bit more intense. You're gonna you're gonna swirl your brush a little bit. As you start going up, you're gonna loosen up the brush, building, blending. And remember that right now my intention is not to allow the color but go in a rounder shape that's gonna look super innocent and just beautiful, and that's just what I want to do right now, my beautiful babes. I'm loving this purple, let me tell you right out of the bat. The same eyeshadow base, my beautiful babes. Beauty Creations Ballerina Girl is the shade over here. This one, top notch. I love it. I've discovered that the best way to use that eyeshadow base, my beautiful babes, is to set it with a little bit of powder, and then all of the pigments of your eyeshadows are gonna grab just like magic. My beautiful babes, I want to ask you something. What do you think about my channel becoming a bilingual channel? Are you enjoying it? What do you feel? What are your thoughts about me going in this crazy adventure that I had planned right from the beginning? This is not something that I just got out of my sleeve, my beautiful babes. It wasn't like that. I had been thinking about doing this since day one, really. I wanted to have videos in English and also in Spanish. Wanted to wait until I felt the time was right. Super happy with my decision. Super happy bringing new content to broader audiences, especially my Latinos and my Latinas. It feels so amazing. I'm gonna go with Bro. This shade over here, a lilac. I'm gonna be tapping up the excess because I'm gonna be packing this one on the center of my lid. Wow, I am so very nicely surprised. Oh my god, did I just die and went to eyeshadow heaven? Packing this one with a packer brush from Sephora collection with a little bit of this pink that is my fave, and another brush. I feel like I need something a little bit more precise. This Jaclyn Hill X Morphe JH number 40 over here, and I'm just gonna go on the edges. You will barely be able to see it. And I'm gonna grab another flat brush. My voice is really raspy right now, my beautiful babes, because I've been filming and talking. I think that I have some sort of a medical condition with my voice, to be honest. My voice gets really rough. And I'm gonna go with this super interesting shade over here. This is Seaweed. I just cannot wait to apply this one, mainly on the inner corner. This shade, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a little bit underwhelming. Just not loving it. So I don't know. If you really build it, you're gonna be able to see the true tone or the true color. Really need to stamp it in like a ton. This is the gradients that I was talking about, that I was needing to achieve. All matte looks already super gorge, but you know, I'm a rest taker. I feel like I need to go with this shadow over here. LMAO, this one on the corner, looks like the perfect topper. Yeah, baby, this is just what I was talking about, like pressing it. Very holographic, very dreamy. From the inner corner all the way to the center of my lid. I don't want to disrupt the very nice step that I achieved. What do you babes think? Loving this look. Pretty ethereal. Now it's gonna be the time for me to create a wing, my beautiful babes. Let's just hit it with Rosa, you know, this Colombian eyeliner that I love so much. Thick and juicy, just like mama, honey. Now, I want to do the same on my lower lash line before I complete the final look. The first thing I want to do is to grab a little bit more of this purple, this Sephora collection brush over here. I'm gonna pack this purple to connect everything. Apply it all the way to the middle, really intensifying the color. I'm gonna be using the same brush that I used to pack the lilac color on the center of my lid. I'm gonna go with brow, merging these two colors together just like that. Then I'm gonna grab a blender brush that I love so much by Jaclyn Hill. This is the JH53, and I'm gonna grab a little bit of Seaweed, smudging and blending everything. I think I'm gonna apply one from my beloved Natasha Denona Circle Loco. We need to go with Aerialist because I really need a pop. This one gave me the kick, gave me the highlight that I was just looking for. Applying a little bit of this liner on top of my wing. Would it be a good idea based on what happened with the other liner? Should we? Just wish me luck. Let's grab a little bit of water on the purple liner. I'm gonna mix it in with my Sephora collection liner brush. There we go. Ooh, I'm gonna go here. Ooh, baby, it did something. This one I like, the other one, the green one, I don't. But yeah, this look is everything. What I'm gonna do, my beautiful babes, is apply mascara, a little bit of a soft lash because I want you to be able to see all of the work that I've done. Finish the other eye off camera, change my lip. So let me go and get that done. Okay, my beautiful babe, that was the review of look number 2. I'm honestly super duper hyper obsessed and excited about this look. My favorite color. Honestly, I'm just building more opinions. The more I use the shadows, the more I play with them, the more I play with color, I am just like, oh my god, what the heck did this girl do with this palette? Because it's just so gorgeous and so beautiful, my babes. And so for my final thoughts, you do not want to miss that on on the next video, my beautiful babies, because guess what? We're not done yet. Every single time you buy a palette that has as many shades, also cake liners as this one, you need to play with as many shades, if not all of them, serving you looks and just play with all of the shadows. Yeah, I'm just really curious to see what's gonna be my final verdict. You do not want to miss what's going on outside of YouTube, my beautiful babes, so please do not forget to start following me on TikTok, where you will find me as Jo Gomez Beauty, Instagram, Jo Gomez Beauty as well, and on Twitter, my beautiful babes. I promise you that I'm gonna start tweeting more often. Still need to build a little bit of a community on Twitter because
pretty much nobody follows me there.
Babies, if you want to be some of the first, send me a message and start a conversation. I'm gonna be the happiest one to reply to all of your beautiful messages and kind words. We're gonna have more videos like this, reviews, tags, challenge, tutorials. In this channel we do it all. Want to remind you as well that this channel is bilingual. Do not be surprised, no te vayas a sorprender, my beautiful baby, if next week we have un video en español, a video in Spanish, my beautiful baby. I'm gonna be switching, altering, one video in English, one video in Spanish. Today we've reached the end of this first episode of me trying the Morphe x Avani for the Beb, but I'm not gonna give you my final thoughts until the next video, where I'm gonna create 2 more looks for you to enjoy, my beautiful baby. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not yet done so, my beautiful babe. Finally, I want to remind you that you and I have a date very soon, my beautiful babe. Love you all so much. Bye. Have a nice one.